So when he was talking to Abiola, was like, it was no one to die, but when he needed help, nobody was there for him. Even the person that closed. Sorry, even the person that claimed that she closed, because I was hearing Bisoliwa Tosin was saying it on a platform that the only person that was there, that picture is popping up, is Wunmi that was in the streets for when she was 14 years, squatting with a man. On the north in Nigeria, age to Balaga, you are 18 years to do whatever you want to do, 18 years and above. But you are, God have mercy, baby. Show my 14 years, my because if you have a parental care, a good parent, your parent will not leave you to be living with a man at the age of 14 years, because you are saying you guys have been together for 10 good years, and you are 24 years old. Are you kidding us? We are not as dope as your team, and we are not using emotions here. Because how can a 14 years old girl be suffering with a man? Because when Mr. Loba and Mohbad was doing their Brisope and Bricklayer word, did you take Kwatako for them? Did you do anything for them? No. You were nowhere to be found. A 14 years old girl suffering with a 17 years old boy. What a life. Oh my God. What a day to be alive. Now they are saying you are innocent. But what stops you to grant one or two interview alongside with Mr. Aloba? If you are truly innocent, at least the family should be in one accord. If you are a good wife, you will cooperate with your father-in-law to fight for justice. But no, your case is different, because we are in a lawless country, Nigeria. What a life. Someone else, please.
Hello, good morning. Sorry, good afternoon. Please, can I quickly say something? Can I talk now?
Please carry on. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not here to defend or fight against anybody, but I don't know Wunmi from anywhere, and I don't know Mohbad. As a matter of fact, I knew him after he died, the night he died. I've been hearing his song. I didn't know he was the one that sang those songs. But I just want everybody to know one thing. As a young widow myself, my husband died when I was 31, and he was sick though. I was with him throughout. But there is something called denial. Even when you see all the handwritings on the wall, you still felt, no, it's not going to happen. And another thing I felt happened to me.
Sorry, please hold on, ma. Please, everybody, like the live. So let's tap. Thank you.
Okay, so another thing is this. We grieve differently. I see people attacking her. I don't know her. But as somebody who has been in her shoes before, though I wasn't attacked, I wasn't accused of killing my own husband, because people, his family, everybody knew. I tried all I could. But there are different levels to grief. And if you've never been in that shoes, you probably don't know what that person is going through. You probably don't know how. That's why I tell people, when you see a widow, when somebody's husband died, you don't tell them, don't cry. If at that point in time, that person wants to cry, let her cry. If at that person wants to scream, let her scream. She alone knows how to feel at that point. And I can boldly say it that I've been celibate for over 7 years now. Not because I didn't see any other person to call me. Not because men are not coming. But because I cherish the moments we spent together. So the same thing that happened to me happened to me. On the night he died, I was given injection. I was put on injection to sleep. I think I was given paint. It didn't last me an hour. And then the next thing, the only thing that was in my brain, I took my phone and I put it on the internet. Oh my God. So you left. Do you understand? I posted on the internet. I know people will be like, oh, Kilonshe, your husband just died, and you are posting. But that was a way for me to be able to grieve. And I've got twins. I've got children. My husband died 5 days to my children's 3rd birthday. We were already preparing for the birthday. And a whole lot was going on in my head. He was an event person. we had a series of events lined up that he has taken money from. People who do not know me, probably, if anybody should witness what I was going through at that point, they'll be like, oh, because I couldn't cry. People has weddings that he has collected money for. Master will not come to your event if he did not get his 90% payment. And other the people were like, oh, I phone away. I was like, don't have my phone. The day he died, I was still working. I was supposed to be grieving. I was not supposed to talk. I was supposed to feel a certain kind of way. I'm sorry if this sound like maybe I'm defending Wunmi. I'm not. I'm only talking from my own experience. People were like, oh, my phone. I was like, if you have my phone, people he has collected money from. That same Saturday he died on a Saturday. He has 3 events. If anybody is in Ibadan, ask of Miracle MDC Pictures. People know him well. People that he has collected money from that day, that has events that day. I couldn't tell his boys that went to events. The following Saturday, we had another event that he has collected. In fact, the person paid the last payment into my own account, and we spent it in the hospital. Okay, for me to now grieve, will I have off that phone? I think his family members were there when calls were coming in. People wanted to confirm, Shelo, Tony, is it really happening? One of the bride called and she was like screaming and crying on the phone. And I was like, do you want to talk? I remember that statement very well. I was like, do you want to talk or you want to cry? If you want to talk, talk to me. But if you want to cry, I guess you have to go and cry and then come back. When you are done crying, come back and then I will attend to you. But anybody who does not probably know what I've been through, I look like a mad woman. I look like a mess at that point. Though he was sick for a certain period of time. He had cancer. He was sick. But deep down me, I was like, oh, they killed this man. I was like, oh, if I have the power then, I would have said, oh yeah, about Miru. Because I want, and he said certain things to me on the night before he died. And you now know, after all this, after with all my strong woman charade, I didn't sleep for a whole year. For 1 whole year, I do not sleep. And when people see me in the afternoon, after 4 months, I started making up. I started looking, okay, I want to look my normal self. I do not want people to see me. I don't like sympathy. I don't like when people sympathize with me because it takes me to another level. So I do not want people to sympathize. I bring up this very strong woman charade like, oh, I'm very strong. I'm so over it. But I did not sleep for a whole year. 1 whole year. You know, if I should, maybe I'm eating and immediately I finish eating, I just dozed off. If I dozed off by 7, if I should wake up by 9, I'm not sleeping again until the following day. So, people are attacking Wunmi, people are attacking this, we grieve differently. And granted, I knew somebody that came to my DM, I was like, oh, so, and they said your husband is dead and you are always online. What are you doing online when you just lost the husband? I just pray for that person. May what happened to me never happen.
People are saying that, did you wait for 24 hours to call the doctor? Or because like they waited for 2 days before the nurse.
He died in the hospital. I didn't wait for any doctor. He died in the hospital, yes. He died in the hospital.
A mobile phone was switched off. It's somebody that came from a concert supposed to update his fans that look at what happened that day. It's the way the show went on. You understand? We did not see anything like that. And the mother called, according to Yawa, he's on social media. She called and Wunmi said the husband is sleeping. Anytime he returns from a concert like that, he don't normally pick up his phone. He loves to sleep. You understand? So the mother now still called again. He still said he's still sleeping. You understand? So because your own case is different. Mohbad, so why people are not saying that it's Wunmi that by him, but as a wife, you are supposed to be responsible.
Madam, please, can you let her talk? Are you the one that brought her here? Are you the one that put her there too? Is it your platform? Let her talk. Give her the space to talk.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am. Please share your story with her.
So what I'm saying is, as a wife in Africa, when things like this happen, the first suspect is the wife. Let me just put it to you like that. As a wife, the first suspect when your husband died is the wife. And for people saying, oh, Wunmi said they should go and row. If I were to be in a case, when mine happened, I believed he didn't die naturally. Even though the hospital said it was cancer, I was like, no, he didn't die naturally. If I have the power, if I have anybody that can say that same thing to, I will have said that as well. I'm putting it to you. I don't know Wunmi. I don't know anybody from there.
Build their CVs, someone to make fame, someone to multiply their pages. It's for so many reasons. Please, know where you belong. For the genuine people who are here for the truth, who are really, really religiously looking for what and how this, how Ilerioluwa died, or how, or what, why, or what made anyone murder this man. Please, be careful. Do not believe in most of those stories they put out there. Do not believe in most of these hoes who are mouth-coated sugarly. A lot of people are sugar, how do they call it? Sugar, see. You know, they will sell ice block in Iceland. And at the end of the day, it's all lies. I'm not going to lie, I'm disappointed that Mr. Yum Yum will be where he is today. I thought he was truthful, I thought he was honest. But at some point, I knew there was nothing, absolute nothing. From the beginning, from the start, we all knew there was CCTV in Mohbad's house and that CCTV was functional. It pains me when I will have to start to do the job of the Nigerian police or the job of the Nigerian government. When they have vowed to protect when they have vowed to protect the lives of citizens and their properties. So why would I think I'll be the one to now start doing their job for them? That is exactly what Yomi is trying to do. And he's not even doing it the right way. He's just trying to enrich his pocket via these loopholes. Because the Nigerian authority, the Nigerian police are sleeping. They are not doing what they should do. If they have stood up at the time the agitation started, that was very spontaneous all over the world, we would have found the cause and the root of all these problems. But then I think I reflected again and felt a lot of platforms were for different reasons. So people were saying the right things and then there were counter reactions to the truth that some people were saying. If we had really all spoken in one voice and looked at the same direction and really, really were genuinely for justice for Mohbad, we probably would not be where we are. Because everyone was looking for, but once people see that yes, you are near the truth, you are getting to the point, then somebody will just from nowhere will begin to say something else. Excuse me, can somebody just tell me what Mr. Yomi's issue is? And what is it? What was it trying to drive at? You gave. I'm privileged to this information. So you gave this address, an address that is not even near Mohbad's house. And you want that person to be served a letter. And this person does not have a name. Make it make sense. How can a court order be handed over to anonymously? Who is going to sign for it? How would that person appear in an anonymous person appearing in a how does that work? I don't understand. And there's some group of people in their age. They think, I see you, make it make sense, Jerry. You're always around. God bless you. And some people just think that whatever the meeting they have behind closed door is making any sense. It's not making any sense at all. It is not. Look at this DJ Bami stuff coming up now. I don't believe in all this. These are all planned things. They planned it all up. You just want to deceive people, milk people from their hard-earned money. That's what they want to do. We have given this job to lawyers. People have contributed, GoFundMe, Access Bank. A lot of people have done so well for this justice for Mohbad. I celebrate everyone genuinely seeking for justice. Bubuwako saying what happened to Mohbad's father will never ever happen to any one of us. Nigeria will not happen to us any longer. In the name of Jesus. So I give it to everyone. We have given the legal team this job. Let them do their job. How can we give them a job and then we are double crossing them again? How? I don't understand. And I don't understand why people think that they can control, they can dictate what happens. It is not right. Mr. Yomi, you started with the protest. Yes, fine and good. And after the protest, what happened? And when I started suspecting you was you said you were going to go to Mohbad's grave and do this and do that. You collected money. You collected money from people. People went into your DM and they gave you money. And the Babalawo you said you were going to take to Mohbad's house, he was one of the hosts on Justice for Mohbad. Make it make sense one more time. Did you visit where Mohbad was buried? Did you eventually visited? You never did. And you did not come back to tell us who contributed money that you were unable to make it to that grave where Mohbad was exhumed. Make it make sense, my brother. Too many lies. You collected, you packed all those money and then you went, boom, the way you went. Nobody knew. You said you were going to be there at midnight and then we were waiting. We held vigil the whole night, waiting to see and the rest go to where Mohbad was exhumed. Nothing happened. No information was passed that it was not going to happen again. We didn't know all these things were lies. But why? We wanted to give everything a trial. But going by all of this, Mr. Yomi, it was all lies. You planned it all up. And God will expose you. Except otherwise. Except otherwise, because you are milking the public. All scam. It was all scam. Nothing happened. Even when, honestly speaking, it's not funny. When he spoke about Babala, I thought they were going to import somebody. But it was one of the hosts on Justice for Mohbad. Why are they deceiving us? Because people don't want to talk? Because we just want to let sleeping dogs lie? People should not be wicked now. People should not be wicked. And then you trying to throw Mr. Muiwa under the bus. That's not just right. It's unfair. When you gave the address, I expected when you say a neighbor is either left or right, front or back. Anything out of that, next street, 2 streets back, those are not neighbors anymore. You can only say you are educated. Ma? Neighbor. Oh, no, I know. Please help. Yes, I mean, please. Honestly, I mean it. I was expecting when he said neighbor, I was expecting either left, right, front, or back. 2 street, 3 street, 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk away from Mohbad is no longer a neighbor. It is no longer a neighbor. They don't even bear the same street name. And then when they expose you, you become a stammerer. Stammerer by choice. That's not just good. Akololo by response. It is very annoying. It is very annoying. The other girl, I don't even want to mention her name. I'm sorry. I'm not just going to give her relevance. Believe her at your own risk. Believe your me at your own risk. Honestly speaking, guard your mental health religiously. Guard your mental health religiously. We are where we are. We rely on the legal team. We believe in them. We have given them the job to do. Everyone have done so well in justice for Mohbad. Let us wait for the result. If you have anything cogent, anything important that will support and will speed up the justice for Mohbad, pass it on to the legal team. TikTok is not the court of law. They're not going to prosecute on TikTok. Nothing is going to happen on TikTok. We're just rubbing minds and keeping ourselves together. We are celebrating ourselves and holding forth like brilliant, gallant soldiers that we are. Otherwise, nothing like prosecution is going to happen on TikTok. Thank you very much, the Senator. I celebrate you, my darling. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
My neighbor. Torí neighbor sì kò ń ṣe ẹgbẹ́ mi ara mọ́ 18 an hour journey 2 hours journey 5 hours journey so that neighbor ṣe wá ish mo máa drag my neighbor.
Samisa Forest ni ma.
Kò tiẹ̀ tún sínú Èkó kò tún sínú Èkó àbá manage neighbor yẹn.
Màámi lẹ́nìkan bá ń gbé ní Manchester lẹ́nu gbé ní Liverpool neighbor ni wọ́n.
Sugar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the gift, Nimoli. To all the gifters, thank you. God bless you. I love you all. Have a good evening.
Yes, thank you so much, ma. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all that you do for Justice Mohbad. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to do aproko. Even I'm going to say something the other time. She said there was a time Yomi family came out that they are going to do some rituals. They are going to visit the former place where Mohbad was buried. They are going to visit the place, and there is this spiritual something they were going to do. They will need some financial assistance. They will get an herbalist to visit the place where Mohbad was buried, where he was exhumed, and I think she said he was going to broadcast it, and everybody was going to see it.
I swear. Ishi. Between you and I. You say me also mo coffee ojú mi fẹ́ yọ. Yeah. Mo fẹ́ já irọ́ ish. Ish between you and I. Abalis go, Abalis no go. Abalis go.
Na Lalude.
Abalis go in our dream.
I see Lalude. I saw Lalude went there.
I swear. Hello. Would you return? I want to show you better to work on. On show you better show. Would you return?
Okay.
Daniel. Yeah, Kiri.
Sharia Kiri. Something like that. Something like that.
You want to wear it? Yes, you know. Kill the Emiri Robomi ati Aroni ni mo ri be. Oh my God! Thank you so much, Mama J. I'm supposed to come to you now. Let me quickly borrow. I know Yes Anime is not going to take long. From Yes Anime, we'll go to Mr. Vengeance. Then we'll come to Mama J. Yes Anime, let's have you. I know you're not going to take long.
They do passion for this platform.
I'm not saying you don't go for use 2 minutes, but Yes Anime if you use 2 minutes, 3 minutes, give us submissions. Okay. No verse. Thank you so much. Yes Anime, let's have you. Yes Anime, are you there? Hello, Mr. Vengeance. Oh yeah, let's have you.
Well, maybe it's a truck here. They pulled up. They didn't deliver my lazy boy. Maybe it's everyone.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you see my phone, but they are not hearing you.